Hey y'all,
Hey y'all,
it's Kelly,
Maya.
and welcome to Y'all Didn't Ask,
What you should have.
where we're giving you unsolicited advice on everyday
Everyday
life.
life.
Give y'all some minutes. We're about 7 minutes late. We had a little
It's
technical
okay.
difficulties, but hey, giving y'all some time to join us.
Come on in the room.
Come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor.
Write all my prescriptions on.
In the room. So, what's up, everybody? Now, usually we come with a topic, but today we're not doing that. Maya mentioned on previous shows that we were going to start doing something called Event Hour, where you can just tell us about your week, your weekend, if it's some things you want to get off your chest. All that is open today. Hey, Melanie. So we're going to need you all to go to the comment sections. I'm going to try to read them as they come in so we could talk about some things. But before we get into that, how was your weekend and your weekend so far, Maya?
My weekend was okay.
Do anything fun?
I went to my cousin's house for the holidays.
Okay.
So that was fun. I got to see my cousins I haven't seen in a good minute. Shout out to Cecilia for making our shirts. Okay.
I could just do this.
I want to do that.
I could just do this. Y'all didn't ask, but
you should have.
Well, as I told y'all last week, my sister celebrated her 52nd birthday on Saturday, the 25th.
Yes, Melanie.
So we got together Wednesday. We went to Thursday, and we did drag queen bingo.
Super duper fun.
That was really, really fun.
It was.
Then that Friday, we hung out at the Punchline Comedy Club. The guy who was supposed to headline walked from Black Ink, New York, didn't show up, but nonetheless, we still had a good time with the local talent that was there. And while we was at the Punchline, I found out that they are 1 in 9 Black-owned comedy clubs.
Wow, that's amazing.
1 in 9 in the USA, Black-owned comedy clubs. And we have one right in our hometown, Detroit, Michigan. Well, it's Southfield, Michigan, but Metro Detroit.
Right.
So if you haven't been there, I urge you to go out there to support our local comedians and just support what we're doing in the city. We had an excellent time. They were funny, okay? I did a lot of knee slapping, right?
Not knee slapping, child.
Then, Mel hung out all weekend. I ain't doing that.
Right, Mel said she had a good weekend. That's what's up, sister.
Hey,
what's up? Thank you for joining in.
So during the week, I don't like watching the news, right? For some reason, all just watching the crime and stuff, it kind of brings you down, right? But I might as well watch the news because anytime I'm on social media looking at my phone, it's more stuff coming up. And it's some things that I saw in social media that I want to talk about.
Speak on it.
So it was a story that a police officer, I'm not sure where they were located. I didn't get a chance. When you scroll on your timeline, once you move it, it's hard to find what you was looking for, right? But this is the gist of the story. An officer shot a Black young man while he was going in his glove compartment to get his registration and insurance.
Oh, wow.
Then in return, the young man's father waited for the officer's daughter, who was going to prom, and shot and killed her, and sat there and waited for the police and said an eye for an eye. Hi, Mama. Now, do you agree with that?
No. That's terrible.
And I know some people, if you experience a loss that great at the hands of the law, when they're supposed to serve and protect, and then they shot his son, I can just imagine he wasn't in his right mind.
Definitely wasn't.
But to do this, go find that officer's daughter who was going to her senior prom and to kill her. She wasn't her father, and that was a fake story. Okay, thank you, Kiki, because I didn't know if it was real or fake, but I'm glad it's fake. But if it was real, that's terrible. Like, why would you do something like that?
I'm happy it's a fake story because.
And then I seen something else. See, this social media is like
it'd be a lot of hope
rabbit hole, right? This guy had Zoom court for driving on a suspended license. Zoom court. He logs into Zoom court on his phone while driving. While driving.
He got balls.
So you got the judge, the prosecutor, the attorneys in there. They like, are you driving? He like, yeah, I'm going to my doctor's appointment. But hold on, I'm about to pull over.
Why would you do
Bruh,
that?
why did you turn the camera on? I don't care if you have somewhere to be. So they like, and what is his charge? The judge asked just for them to confirm. And she like, driving on a suspended license, right? They're like, okay, he's driving right now. He like, oh, I'm pulling up in doctor. I'm about to park right now. I'm pulling up in the doctor's office, right? The judge said, come turn yourself in, or we putting a warrant out for your arrest. And if we have to put a warrant out for your arrest, you won't have a bond. Oh boy in the car like, why would you do that?
Right,
like
man,
people
he has somewhere to be.
Somebody said he might as well drive. He got to drive himself to jail now because they said go ahead and turn yourself in, which people don't want to turn themselves in. They said he had till 6 to turn himself in. If they didn't, they put a bench warrant out and then you won't have a bond.
Hey, Kiki.
So at least if you turn yourself in, you can probably bond right out, but
not the dummy head.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
Then there's one more thing that I just saw. Because it says federal agents have obtained surveillance video allegedly showing a male sex worker being victimized by Diddy. They are now contacting more individuals found on his tapes. My man just can't catch a break.
They trying to play him like he R. Kelly.
He needs to be played like he R. Kelly and whoever else that's doing stuff that you shouldn't have been doing.
True.
For one, I don't agree with the domestic violence, but
not at all.
Now you doing sexual assault or whatever else like.
Hey.
Crazy.com. Now what's going on with y'all? Because we venting. We are venting. What do y'all need to get off your chest? What's going on? How's work going? What's up?
What happened to y'all this midweek? If you need something off your chest, let it out.
Because I got something. I'm going to start.
I do too.
No, you start then. Go ahead.
I didn't really have nothing. I was just...
Okay, let me start. So, week before last, I had to go. Mel said Diddy just did everything plus some. To go out of town for work, right? You know, you was there. Boom. Mm-hmm. So the purpose of the trip was for us to get together. We're going to be doing it quarterly. Right. Get together, discuss things coming up on the pipeline, do pocket trainings, and just to interact because everybody is remote, right? Cool beans. Also, I was getting trained because another lady was going to get married. She got 2 weeks off and she didn't have a backup. So they was trying to give me a little speed training to be able to help while she's out, plus do my job, who I'm the only person that do that, which fine, right? Then if anybody's familiar with credit card processing and in the sales part of it, you know, the month end is usually the busiest because all those sales agents trying to get those accounts in so they can get credit for them and get paid for them. Boom. So I already knew it was going to be busy, right? Right. Last week it was busy, and I'm in there like, okay. A lot of stuff I hadn't did before that I basically had to go look at some old stuff that was done and try to figure out how they did it so I could do it. Did that. Did it right. Boom. Right, but then this week I'm like, we have Monday off. Tuesday, I'm like, I don't even want to go to work. Can't call off because there's nobody else to do it. I'm like, dang, let me go in here and do this job. Let me do this work. But I was mad because I'm like, dang, I'm being overworked, underpaid, you know, which is all out of all of our story, right? So get in, working, the inbox on 10, the queue going crazy, different queues. Nope, at least I ain't got to talk on the phone, right? So I'm like, man, I'm just sick of this. Then my manager chatted me. Like, I don't know if you know, but one of my coworkers lost her husband over the weekend. Right? So here I am complaining because I'm like, I got to do all this work. I got to cover all these people that's out. Right. And she got a whole nother thing that she dealing with, right? She lost her husband over the weekend. Now, while we were there in person for the training, you know, he's been battling cancer. She couldn't come all week because she was back and forth to the hospital with him. And on the days that she did come, she would talk about him. She was so hopeful. She was saying he was doing good. He was eating on his own. They took the feeding tube out, and he should be getting released. And we was all so happy for her. Like, yeah, things was looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden, unexpectedly, it took a turn on Saturday, and the wee hours of Sunday, he was gone.
No, that's so sad.
So that just showed me, like, we be complaining about stuff when people got
Way
bigger
worse.
things that they're dealing with that we don't even know. So her name is Tiffany. For everyone that can, I just want to send a prayer to her and her family, and his family, his sisters and brothers. And
Right.
they were married probably, I think she said 7 years, no children. That's just a lot.
That's tough. That's a whole
So
lot.
I was venting because I was mad, but now I'm looking at it in a different perspective. Like, things could always be worse, right?
It could always be worse. Anybody else have something they want to vent about? You taking a complaint back?
O said he lost one of his neighborhood brothers today too. And prayers go out to his family. And I know you said you grew up with him and you kind of side back. So y'all been knowing each other for a long time, and you lost another one of your friends a couple of weeks back. So we sending prayers for you, because I'm sure you're grieving for them and for their families.
Right.
Things could always be worse, but we still have the right to be angry when we get, going through something. The Bible says, be angry, but sin not. So that's God recognizing that the emotions that we feel when we're dealing with everyday life are real. He's saying, don't ignore them. Sometimes you got to go through the process. You got to go through those emotions, but sin not. Don't be so upset or so caught up in things that you start lashing out or you start doing things, but still feel all those emotions.
Definitely.
What you got for us, sister?
Well, let me tell y'all about me, y'all. First of all, my holiday was kind of a little sketchy because I was in the hospital, y'all.
But thank God she ain't in there no more.
I was up in there, and I was like, "Oh, somebody bring me a plate." But thank God, He worked it out for me. I am okay. I'm getting better every day. And then that's just that. I'm just really concerned about everybody else, because things, just like you said, things can be worse. Now, thinking of death, it's starting to be regular. So now it's like, instead of how we used to be like, oh my God, because back in the day, death wasn't really like that. Now it's so recurrent. Now you got to be in the process to see how you can figure it out, how you process it now, since it's always, it's coming up now. So I just want everybody to be encouraged. If you're dealing with some loss, grief, you're not the only one, because we all having it.
And it's just open conversation. So, like anyone that's coming on that's watching, we're just talking about anything. Please comment. Tell us what you want to talk about. If you've got to chime in on anything that we're saying. But just to piggyback off what you said, death is happening so frequently, right?
It is.
So my question to all of you are, do y'all have those conversations? Like, do you talk to your family or your kids or your spouse or your partner about, just in case something happened to you, what you won't do? Or is those conversations taboo?
Right.
And what do y'all talk about it? I try to. Like, I try to tell my husband little stuff, and he'd be like, shut up. Like, he don't want to hear it. Or he'd be like, we ain't talking about that. And I understand that. And it's not that I'm wishing nothing on myself, but
I want you to be prepared.
Be prepared, because something's going to happen. And I think people that have children, that ain't something you want to just tell your little bitty kids, right?
Right.
But as they grow up and are old enough to understand those type of things, those, to me, and everybody have a difference of opinion, I think those conversations should be had, right?
Right.
And I ain't going to get into so much of it now, but my husband is the only child on his mother's side, but he has 2 brothers with his dad. Now he has a bunch of sisters because he's married to me. He has a bunch of cousins, nieces, nephews, all that, right? So just to talk about that, he don't need nobody comforting him just in case something happened to me. Don't nobody need to be rubbing on no Max and no show. He got a bunch of people
of instructions
that can comfort him.
Just like a list of instructions. If it's time, if I see anybody doing this, if I just so happen to go first, and y'all see me sit up.
I'm just telling y'all, right?
He don't need nobody. He has a list. He got his parents of instructions.
We got our kids, grandson. He got a bunch of people to come.
Exactly. What's up, Ron?
Hey, Ron. And I am not playing.
What you got to vent about, Ron? How was your midweek so far? Smooth? No smooth?
His was smooth because I've been watching his TikTok and he been chewing and
Chewing and
puffing.
puffing. Chewing and puffing and
So
puffing
he
and chewing.
good. Hey, bro.
Chewing and puffing and puffing and chewing. That's what's up.
Then I'm about to tell y'all a story about my sister, right?
Which one you got something?
Mel. So like I said, she just turned 52. She had to go to the E40 and Too Short concert. She wanted to see them. She get there talking about, dang, why so many old people out? You one of them?
Too Shorts old?
You're 52.
Blow the whistle.
That y'all was out. Talking about all these old people. You're one of them.
You were part of the old crew.
The old squad.
The old school squad. That's funny.
Hold on, let me see something.
So y'all ain't got nothing to vent about. So I done wasted this segment for nothing. We could have had a whole nother topic. If y'all want to come tell me y'all problems.
Tell her y'all problems so she can give y'all some advice. And I'm don't follow none of it, but
it's gonna be good advice. Tell me something.
I got something else to say, right? Everybody be talking about how, they cut people off or they moving different. People start moving funny, they moved out of the way, they protecting their peace and stuff. Then I be thinking like some people that be saying that be the messy ones, but that's just my opinion. Huh? What is that? This girl, she got this brand new cup. This how thirsty she is. You done filled up the cup and ain't even take the paper out of the cup. What the instructions say?
It's purified now.
Purified and sanctified.
Oh, Lord. So finish what you were saying.
I forgot what I was saying because you did some retarded stuff. What was I saying?
Protect your peace.
Oh. But I'm really thinking like this.
Right? They be the messy ones.
The people, that I don't kick it with no more. And I used to be the type of person that always wanted to defend myself. Oh, I know they done telling this story. But I don't even have to tell my side of the story anymore because the people who was in all the mess, now that I have removed myself, y'all still got all the mess going on. So,
so who
it's
was
time
really
to grow
messy?
up. And our shirt say y'all didn't ask, but you
should have.
Y'all need to be asking me stuff because I be knowing.
She know a lot of stuff.
I do. And what I don't know, I be trying to look it up or research or ask somebody that know. I have a lot of resources.
Exactly.
I really do. Mel, I want to talk about people who get drunk during the outing.
I like to sip during the outing, honey.
What up?
What we gonna do? Drink water?
Who you talking about is the question.
So we gonna drink water all day?
I want to talk about chicks using their children as pawns. That's a sensitive topic and a little touchy subject. And I'm saying that because
too drunk. I feel you. Because people need to know their limit. I know mine. Once I start getting real loud, it's about time to
take a seat.
Take my cup down, sit it down somewhere, and enjoy my buzz.
Now, Mel, people who use their kids as pawns, right? What I think is sometimes they don't know that, say I'm using my child as a pawn to the dad, right? Sometimes the dad may not know he's getting used by, and they using the child because this their kid and they just want to do it. But when you be on the outside looking in, you be peeping a lot of stuff. And you see stuff that they probably overlooked for years because that's just they normal. But you come in, you knowing the equation and you seeing stuff that look odd, but it ain't your kid. So, and this how they been running their stuff. So it's kind of hard for you even to comment on it or say something because they might take it like, who are you to tell me something, blah, blah, blah. This is how we've been functioning. But there is a lot of women that do use their kids as pawn. Oh, you ain't gonna see him no more. Or she, you know what? She can't. I'm gonna let her know that you can't depend on your daddy. This and that. Or it's just us. Like, come on now.
Yeah, that's when I don't like when mothers do that, try to brainwash their kids to make them feel some way about their father. That's not fair. Because at the end of the day, stuff do happen, and you might need him, and he ain't gonna be there because you did that.
Well, I hope they'll still be there.
It'd be a lot of bitter bubbles too, but I did not know that it was a lot of deadbeat baby mamas in this world. It's a lot of them. And there's a lot of shout out to the guys that's stepping up and being a mama and a dad, because I know quite a few of them that's taking care of their kids. Some got daughters. They take care of their daughters. That's turning into preteens, teens, young ladies. They got to get all their little, their personal stuff, their toiletries. They really shout out to the men that really being the both
shout
mom
out
and
to
dad.
the men and upcoming fathers.
Upcoming fathers.
And even if y'all not being both mom and dad, shout out to the men that's being good fathers.
Being good fathers.
And are accessible and show up when needed, show up when they're not even prompted to come. They just in their kids' life actively. Hats off to you. I can't relate to a deadbeat daddy, right? Mm-hmm. And regardless if my mom and daddy, whatever strife they was going, they never. My daddy has always been active in our life, and still today. Right. I'm 31, and he's still very.
What?
I'm 31.
Okay.
He's still very active in our life. Sometimes to the point like, bro. But I appreciate that, right?
Yeah.
So you people, whoever can say a lot of things about him, but what they can't say is he wasn't there for his kids, grandkids, and whoever else comes. So,
and
shout out to Mike Carson.
Shout out to Mike Carson, the real OG, triple OG. And you know what else I don't like? Is when you come from a big family and you start talking to a mate, or having relationships with different people, and they start getting jealous because they didn't have that growing up, or I was in the foster care, or my mama was on drugs and stuff like that, and now you trying to brew over here like you always with your family. Every time your family come, you hop up. I'm sorry that you didn't have that in your life. That's not my fault. But what I can do is share all these motherfuckers with you, though.
I think that'd be a form of jealousy and manipulation. They try to use that, right? But
it's so weird.
On the flip side, even if you are close to your family, that's how y'all was brought up. Y'all got a good relationship. When you're in a relationship, there still needs to be boundaries.
Definitely.
In my opinion, right?
Yeah.
If I'm in a relationship and my sister or brother or whoever need me, and I can't jump up like I used to when it was single Kelly and just be there. I got a whole person that I got to consult with, right?
True.
And sometimes I done jumped up when I know it's a dummy mission and I'm coming anyway. Mm-hmm. Now I might have to consult with my person and he hear that it's a dummy mission and he like, no, you got to fall back. Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard to fall back because that ain't what I've been doing. But when you're in a relationship, you do have to set boundaries.
You do. You have to talk to your mate and let them know what's going on and stuff.
So if your person is your partner or what spouse, whatever, is talking to you about that is no boundaries. That's one thing. But if y'all just mad because your family close, that's just some hating stuff, right?
Yeah, it's giving hate.
Especially when you're talking about the family, the same family that showed up for you and your kids. But
boy,
we're gonna sip tea, literally Milo, sweet tea. Delicious. Oh, another thing I tell y'all about. Saturday, my first lady gave her annual love luncheon.
Oh my God.
It was beautiful.
Amazing.
All the ladies of the church were invited. We were able to invite people that came. We just had some laughs, played some games, ate some good food, and was able to fellowship. And I really, 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 truly enjoyed myself. She gave out prize. Everybody left with something.
Everybody left with something.
So shout out to First Lady Donna Payne of East Vernon Church of God in Christ. I love you. And I had an awesome, awesome, awesome time.
I did too. It was fun. And it was on a Saturday, so you know.
And yes, Ron, I'm 31.
She's 31, then I'm 25.
You look good for your age. I would have got you 19.
I want to be at least 21 so I can drink. Respectfully. So y'all know next month is Pride Month. Be who you are for your pride.
Is that what brought on the headband today?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Thank you, my fellow pride mates.
I got my notebook. It's a few things that I want to touch on. First and foremost, I want to say it ain't first and foremost because I've been already talking. So now, shout out to all the graduates. I've been seeing a lot of people, children who's graduating from high school, some that's getting promoted from the 8th grade into high school, even some kindergartners. Shout out to everyone's child. I want to give a special shout out to the kids in my family. My great nephew Skylar went to prom, getting ready to graduate from high school. My nephew Mike went to prom, getting ready to graduate from high school. My niece Aaliyah went to prom, getting ready to graduate from high school. Shout out to my homegirl Betty, her twins, getting ready to graduate from high school. Even one of my homegirls that I follow on Facebook, Joya, she's a hairstylist, Joya Styles, look her up. Her daughter Mackenzie just went to prom and getting ready to graduate from high school. That is so exciting. And not only is it congrats to the children, congrats to y'all parents as well, because y'all did y'all big one. Mm-hmm. I can only imagine, because I can't relate, but I can only imagine. So kudos to y'all to making sure those kids get across that stage.
You did that.
Also, want to let everybody know, if you have Roku TV or the Roku app, go to your app store, download Built My Way Media. Once you download Built My Way Media from the Roku store or Roku app, however you have it set up on your TV, a lot of people have smart TVs with Roku already on there, no excuse. Download the show. Once you get the app, go to the show. It's called From the Desk of Dr. Geraldine Carson.
My mommy.
That's my mommy. She's on there. She got some segments on there. They're not even too long, 15 to 20 minutes. She's giving you some encouraging words. She's talking about God, some scripture dropping if you're looking to get a closer relationship, or if you just want something inspirational to tune into. I please are asking you to go on there.
She's definitely
and see my mama
shedding a lot of lights on a lot of things, so it's something to see. Even if you don't watch the whole thing or different, just go ahead and check it out. It might feed your spirit. It might need it when you didn't know you needed it. Okay.
From the desk of Dr. Geraldine Carson. She on there looking like. That's my mama and I love her. Go check her out. Don't forget to continue to tune in with us, right? Everything must be going good for y'all, and I'm glad it is, because y'all ain't really had too much to vent about. Right. So I'm glad that all y'all is going in. Make sure y'all follow us on IG, Facebook. There's our email address if you want to reach out to us. Also, be sure to go to YouTube. Put in y'all didn't ask, but y'all should have. And follow us. Look, we told y'all from the beginning, we want to kick it. We want to kiki. We want to do all that, but we also want to leave y'all with some substance. We want to give y'all something that can help y'all, encourage y'all, get y'all through the week, right? It ain't all about gossiping and talking about people, which we still do that. We're human. But we want to give y'all some substance. So in order for us to do that, follow us. Stay up to date with what we got going on.
And if y'all want to have a comment or, a topic that y'all want us to discuss, always comment. Let us know. We definitely
Auntie on here. Hey, Auntie.
What's up, Auntie?
We got to get together. I got to call you. We got some
I'm going to see you Friday, baby. I'm going to see you Friday. She know what's up.
Oh, you know what's up. So I guess I'm going to see her Friday, too.
I'm going to see you Friday.
Is it going to be basketball still on? Honey, if you're still watching, is it going to be basketball still on Friday? Because if it's going to be basketball on Friday, I can go. Playoffs, I can just be out here.
We're going to make sure y'all bring them titles and comments and let us know what y'all want to talk about or what y'all want to hear about, so y'all can comment more about things.
Hey, Steph.
We would love to have it. What's up, Steph? And I'm just happy for everybody that tuned in. Y'all didn't have to, but y'all did.
He said the game.
And y'all definitely didn't ask, but you should have. We are so thankful and happy that y'all joined with us.
I might not be able to do Friday. He said the game come on Thursday.
Okay.
Hopefully they're going to, is it called overtime? I
don't know. I don't know nothing about sports.
Let me get in my Bible. Let me leave y'all with a little scripture.
Nothing up.
See what I got. Here we go. We're gonna go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, and the 31st verse. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. That should encourage somebody out there. We all go through things. There's always a different season in our life. And sometimes when we're in those hard seasons, it's a little hard to maneuver. But you got to remember, they that wait upon the Lord, He is going to be our strength. Like I said, one of my coworkers lost her husband. My husband lost two of his friends. But they that wait upon the Lord, He will strengthen you. He will be there for you, and He will provide. So, no matter what's going on, be encouraged, stay prayerful, and get in your word. And like I said last week, and I'm going to say again, a lot of times people don't know what to pray, don't know how to pray, but you know you need some prayer. My go to prayer in those moments is, Lord, help me. Lord, help me. It don't even have to go beyond that because He know exactly where you are and He know exactly what you need. And if you go to the throne and you ask Him for help, guess what He's going to do? Show up. Love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Peace. As soon as I can turn it off because I don't know how. Oh, there we go. Bye.